In today's Pokemon Go video, we got news that have major implications towards my 2 upcoming trips. Y'all might be confused about that. Let me explain in this video. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Tru Inferno. Today's date is Friday, June the 10th. 10. Yeah, so it's been a minute since I've done that. And I have no clue what this is. But anywho, today's Friday, June the 10th, and y'all probably have questions regarding my opener. Like, what news that dropped that have major implications on my 2 upcoming trips, which are North American International Championships this month, and Seattle's Go Fest, which we all know is next month. Let's talk with that one real quick. So, Seattle's Go Fest. What news broke that have major implications on that trip, that involves that trip? Well, if you follow me on Twitter, which is Tru Inferno Pogo, all one word, right here, I did an interesting poll, and the majority of the votes for that poll were for yes. So, for those of you who know what it is, if that follow me on Twitter, that follow me on, that are members of this channel, that follow me on Patreon, and that was on my live stream this past Thursday night, you know what it is. But for everybody else, I'm about to say it to you right here, right now. That is this. Your boy got new merch. Yes, the Seattle Go Fest 2020 merch is out now. So you can get the t-shirt for men and women. You can get the tank top. You can get the long sleeve. You can get the hoodie. So yes, they are all available right now at my merch store. The link to the merch store will be in the description box below. And also there will be a link that will take you to directly to the shirt, the regular men's t-shirt. Click on that and get the merch. So yes, your boy got my very first, by the way, Go Fest merch. So this is the Seattle version. So it really don't matter if you're going to Seattle or not. If you like the merch, go ahead and cop it. Now, if you are planning on going to Seattle and you want to rock the merch and get the merch before then, let me explain this to you. If you are in America and maybe North America, I'm not sure how that will work, but at the very least, if you are in America, and again, I don't know about Alaska or Hawaii, but if you are in America and you plan on going to Go Fest, here's what I recommend you do. You order the merch before July 2nd. So the reason why I say that is because, you know, standard delivery. If you want to do that cheap delivery route, which is standard delivery, that would take about, I think it's like 16 to 19 days before you get your shirt, so, or your merch rather. So order it if you're in America, outside of Alaska and Hawaii, maybe, I don't know, if you can get it within a time span if you live out there. You want to order it before July 2nd. So you can, at the very least, have your merch delivered to you that Wednesday before Go Fest, which is on that Friday, which is the 22nd, by the way. 22nd to the 24th, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. So you want to order your merch and give it time to be delivered to you if you're going with the standard delivery route. If you order your merch after that, and you want the merch before you go to Seattle, you gotta pay for that expensive delivery service. And I've seen an option where they have something that costs $10 for a quicker delivery, something like that. So now that's if you're in America. Now, if you're anywhere else in the country, not in the country, but outside in another country, whatever the case may be, I have no clue in terms of how delivery works, in terms of how long it would take for you to get your merch. So in that case, order it as soon as possible. Order it as soon as possible. Don't take anything for granted. So there you go with that. Or you may like try to see if you can have the shirt delivered to the hotel or the Airbnb you're staying at. I highly recommend you contact them first and ask them if you can get deliveries, sent to those places. So by the time you get there, you can pick it up. You could do that if you're out of the country and you're coming into the country for Seattle's Go Fest. So you can do that as well. So there you go. Your boy got new merch and it looks dope. I already ordered mine, so I can't wait for mine to come in. Mine gonna come in before the end of this month. Sometime before the end of this month. I might be out of town when they come in. And speaking of that, now let's talk about the other news. What is going on that will have major implications on me going to Columbus, Ohio this month? Community Day, June's Community Day. We now know what the feature Pokemon will be for June's Community Day, and it's Deino, however you want to pronounce it. So yes, Deino will be out, and its shiny form will be the featured Pokemon right there. You can get that as well. I already got one shiny Deino, so at least 2 more, I'll complete the family. So there you go with that. Now, if you evolve Deino all the way up from Zelius, how you pronounce that joint, all the way to Hydreigon, it would know the Charger type move Brutal Swing. Now here's the thing. Zrelios, how you pronounce that thing, is really good in Great League. Hydreigon is not really good at all for anything for the most part. Maybe it's a good Dark type user for raids, but I mean there's better options for you out there, but it's really not that good for anything. So with Brutal Swing, it might be good for Master League now, and that is a Dark type move, by the way, with 65 power in training battles and in gym and raids as well. So there's no differential in power, so that's pretty interesting as well. Now let's take a look at the event bonuses. You're looking at 1/4 hatch distance when eggs are placed into incubators during the event period. Double the chance to receive Deino Candy XL from catching Deino, how you pronounce it. Double the candy from catching Pokemon. Lure modules activated during the event will last for 3 hours, which is the norm. Incense activated during the event will last for 3 hours as well, which is also the norm. Take a few snapshots during Community Day for 5 Dinos or Dinos to pop up, and they could be shiny. They're calling it a few surprises, but we know the drill at this point. 1 additional special trade can be made during the event and up to 5 hours afterward for a maximum of 3 for the day. So remember, this is the season to go where you get 2 special trades per day, 1 more during Comm Day for a grand total of 3, and you have until, what is that, 7 o'clock p.m. your local time to get your 3 trades in. Special trades, that is. Trades made during the event and up to 5 hours until 7 p.m. your local time, that is. Afterward, we require 50 less Stardust to do the trade. So there you go with that. Now, if no Pokemon are caught with help from a single lure module, while Zrelios, how you pronounce that thing, will appear near the lure Pokestop, which can't be shiny. And there's that, yeah. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Bonus raid battles after Community Day. So basically, this is the 5-hour window, you know, where you can do your trades as well. Saturday, so basically from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. that same day, local time. Here's the deal. Zrelios will be a 4-star raid boss. It's been a long time since we had 4-star raid bosses. The one I remember the most is Tyranitar. To me, that was one of the very first ones, and I got my first Tyranitar hundo from a 4-star raid. I remember exactly where I was at when this happened. But yes, 4-star raid bosses are back, and according to a Niantic support tweet a few hours or a few minutes ago, the 4-star raid bosses will be harder than normal. So they recommended 2 to 5 additional trainers. So here's the deal. If we defeat a raid boss or the Zrelios 4-star raid boss, here's what will happen. More Deino will appear around that gym that hosted the raid for 30 minutes, meaning you can get more shinies even after the normal Community Day hours are over. So there you go with that. It also says, please note that the Community Day bonuses listed above in the event bonuses and bonuses for group sections only apply to the 3-hour Comm Day event period. So everything that happened from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. will not happen from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. outside of trades. Anything dealing with trades will happen during this time frame, but have nothing to do with this raid battle fiasco. So there you go with that. Now there's another thing you got to keep in mind as well. You can't remote raid to this. You have to be there. You literally have to be at the gym, and you have to use your actual raid passes, where they put them at the same, or your premium raid passes, your free raid passes, or your premium raid passes. So the orange one or the green one. The blue and purple one, you can't use it because you have to be there to catch the Dinos that will be spawning at the gym. So it's kind of hard for you to remote raid to that gym and then turn around and catch those Dinos at that same gym. It makes sense. So there's that. Now, here's the deal. So obviously, once you defeated the raid boss, Deino will appear around that gym for 30 minutes in a 300 meters radius of that gym, around that gym rather. So there you go with that, and he could get the shiny as well. Then of course there's the special research story, which is Field Notes Deino, which costs $1 USD, you know, USA dollar, or the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency, wherever the case may be. So you can give a ticket to a friend, by the way. You can do that as well. And there you go with that. And of course there's stickers, and you got the Deino hat, which was already in the game, but apparently that's coming back. And of course I gotta say it because they said it in the article, please be aware of your surroundings, blah blah blah, sign the Pokemon Go team. So there you go, Deino's Community Day. So how do I feel about it? It's doing North Americans international Championships, and I would be in crappy Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, so I would be covering the PvP tournaments, the Sword and Shield tournament, the TCGs tournaments. I got some cards right behind me. And the Unite tournaments, all in crappy Columbus. Yeah, while this is going on. Yeah, Cricket, please help me. How did you pull this off? I know you've done this once before. How did you pull this off? I need advice. I need advice. But outside of my troubles, if you can call it that, this is a great community day. I personally like that. I personally like everything. I'm not sure about the one for hatching this thing. That like, I don't get that part. I think a different bonus would be in there, like triple the starters. But oh gosh, no. Then I'll be missing out on all the starters. Probably XP or right. I already mentioned candy, so XP, like double the XP per catch. I'll probably say that. But I had no problem with this at all in terms of like, you know, in general. There's some people who, okay, so we having this discussion again. I've seen some people who don't like the fact that Deino is having his own community day because once upon a time, Shiny Deino was a rare Pokemon to have. And yeah, that is true. I have a Shiny Deino, or Deino, however you pronounce it. So it's the same thing with Gibble. You know, once upon a time, Gibble was rare. Then they had that Comm day. It's not rare anymore. Deino, it's the same thing here. Same as Gibble. Well, here's the thing that people need to realize. We got Rockruff. And recently, we got the new dragon of the month, or of the year rather, that have this shiny, that is rare, and that is Axew. So we got those two things going on right now, basically as raid bosses. So if you want something to replace Deino, we got Axew and Rockruff. Those are the two. So now, of course, next year, they probably, one of them or both of them might have their own respective community days. And then guess what? Another Pokemon with a shiny will show up and will be just as rare. And you can only get that through raids or whatever the case may be. So there's always something to replace it. You don't want to have too many things that are really rare. Like Gibble and Deino and Rockruff and Axew. And then goodness knows whatever else is next. Like Goomy, for example. You know. And we just got that Taiwan, you know, that Taiwan thing. That could be shiny and extremely rare. And the Amora could be the same thing. So, you know, obviously, once something is no longer rare, something else is going to take its place. That's how I'm looking at it. Now, one more thing that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to call it right for this video, is this. Somebody said that this is a scam, which I don't get how, because within the game, their biggest moneymaker are remote raids. And you can't do that. You can't do that here. So how is this a scam where you can't take part in Niantic's in-game, their biggest in-game moneymaker, which is remote raiding? I don't see how that's a scam. So that's already flawed right there. So basically, I like this. You know, even though I don't like the fact that it's taking place on the same day, I would be at the North American International Championships. But outside of that, I like this. I had no problem with this at all, none whatsoever. And that's my thoughts on Deino Community Day. And your boy got merch. Go Fest Seattle. T-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, long sleeves, women's sizes as well. Cop the merch, folks. And cop it as soon as possible. Especially if you're going to Seattle. Because there's one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video. Let me mention it right here, right now. That merch is temporary. It will go away Sunday, July the 17th. Pick that joint up. It will be off the shelves Sunday, July 17th. So there you go. And I'm going to call it a wrap because I'm tired. So with all that said, y'all know what this is. This is your boy New Jack Gatsby, a.k.a. the New Stupid Nate Smith. Saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Thanks, man. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they rank them with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show them that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.